Pleasant afternoon to you all. Welcome to Crypto Thinkers Fibonacci YouTube channel. It's me, Mimi, and I'm Tinker, and I'm the head coach for Royal Q Team Crypto Thinkers Ghana and beyond. Today is Thursday, and on Thursday, 11:45 a.m. UTC, 12:45 a.m. PM Nigerian time, we have Royal Key orientation and the crypto market. So we've been having this meeting since 2021 when we got into Royal Q, right? And we've had several meetings that we have recorded. So if you are new, you are joining for the first time, or you are watching us on the YouTube channel, just look at the description of the video. You see our lecture hall channel. You can join and attend our meetings. You can also look through our videos and watch to gain understanding in the crypto business, especially with Royal Q. And this business is one of the best lucrative business in the world. It saves time, it saves a lot of energy because it works with artificial intelligence. It takes away a lot of manual work that we used to do as traders. And there are various ways that we used to trade when there was no artificial intelligence robot that were trading for us years back. We had to trade manually. So if you have, let's say, $100, you go to the market, and you might want to use probably 10% of the $100 to enter the market. You go and you would input the buy limit, meaning the price at which you want to buy an asset. Then you would set a take profit. You would be the one to set a take profit and you also set your stop loss in case probably you don't want the market to go against you. That's if you are trading the futures market. So here on Royal Q, this is a continuation section and also a revision section for the old members or those who have been in the Royal Q for a long time and they've been learning and still learning. It's good to learn because we have been in the cryptos Royal Q for close to 4 years. Yes, I joined Royal Q in 2021. We've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly in all the crypto markets. And we are still here, still pushing the business because we know it's very powerful and it can transform your life. So if you are new, we have videos of introduction to Royal Q where we give you details of how to get started. And if you met this video too on your YouTube, and you want to join, just come onto our lecture hall and then you can join our Thursday class. And if you need somebody to guide you, you can inbox us and we would guide you through. Yes, so today we are just continuing and also having a revision on the things we have already taught on our lecture hall channel. So we'll go through it to refresh the old people's mind and also the new person that is recently trading. And here this on Royal Q Team Crypto Thinkers team, this is our way of approaching the market when you're a new person. When you come, the first 10 days, we have about 13 to 15 videos, presentation videos that we encourage you to watch them in the first 10 days that you join Royal Q. So you'll be able to get a fair idea, you get me, a fair idea about the business. Then during that 10 days, we encourage that we have trade settings that are as low as $36. So just bring $36 to your spot wallet on Binance. Then you shift the rest of the money to your funding. This is what Crypto Thinkers we teach. This is what we've been teaching every time. So if you're a newbie and you are in a rush, probably you are already an expert trader, you were trading manually, so probably you know your way around. That's fine. You can go ahead and trade with your big capital, and on the first day you join. That's when you know what you're about. But people who are very new to the system are the ones I'm speaking to. They are now coming into the crypto space, they don't know anything about it. I encourage you to help yourself by making good use of the presentation videos on Royal Q and the crypto markets that is on our YouTube channel. You will thank yourself that you went through the 10 days lesson class. You go through them, watch all the videos, make notes. When we come on meeting, you ask questions, or you can ask the person who invited you to the Royal Q. You can ask the person. If the person doesn't have answers to it, you can join our international meetings or Crypto Thinkers, our lecture hall meetings, and you can ask questions during the question time, and we'll be able to answer you ASAP. Okay, beautiful. So as usual, I always tell you that every Thursday, unless we have other schedules that come up, probably in the bull market, probably we might not have maybe a class on the Thursday. Probably we might have a live trading section where I'll be sending signals to both those that have joined my Royal Q mentorship section. I'll send signals to them in their Royal Q app, and then I'll also send signal on the lecture hall. That is where I'll send all important things. So if you have team or people that you know that what we post on the lecture hall is going to help them, let them join. Activate them with your link before they join, so that nobody snakes them, snatches them from you. You get me? Activate them before you add them to the lecture hall. All right, unless those who came in through the YouTube channel and they don't have any inviter or anything, and they get directly to us, we'll help you through. Okay, yes. So let's get started. I hope. And the reason why I had to do the recording is we had to do the recording on the lecture hall channel on the YouTube, on the lecture hall channel on Telegram. We've tried almost about 15 times. The audio is not so visible. It's not audible. When I speak, the voice is not as loud as I want it to go to the audience. And once I'm teaching and I'm showing things, I want people to be able to hear me. So since they can't hear me, I had to rather look for another alternative. Right? You get me? So today's class is being recorded, and we are going to post it on the lecture hall also. Yes. So thank everybody for joining in the first section when the Telegram audio was not stable. Right, so let's go. So today our topic is dollar cost averaging. I'm going to go to my whiteboard very soon. I'm also going to dive into the Royal Q. Okay, so in the beginning, you remember I talked about manual trading and then artificial intelligence trading. The manual trader has $100, and then the person using the artificial intelligence is also having $100. So let's say the manual trader goes in with, let's say, $20, buys the first order. I'm an AI trader, so I also go and I also buy my first entry with $20. When the market dips, when the market goes down in price, and because I'm using AI, I can buy 2 times of the previous. The manual trader has to manually go and input another buy order by himself and put in a different take profit by himself. You will calculate everything when the market is going up and down. On the second call, the third call, the fourth call, the fifth call, you will not be making repeated profits on those calls as a manual trader. And here in Royal Q, that's where the game changer is. Royal Q has a dollar cost averaging mechanism, and it's called the margin call layer, or the margin call limit. So we're going to dive into that. That makes we shift from manual trading and we decided to come to robotic trading with margin call limit and some powerful, extra strategy features that enhances our trading, and we become more profitable traders than the manual trader who goes in once and then waits for market to go down, he buys again. Now the one you buy, you only earn profits on that TP only once till you come back and buy it again by yourself. But on Royal Q, when it buys, there's a feature that tells Royal Q, when you buy and you sell, rebuy again on that margin level. So you, the manual trader, you will not get repeated profits when the market stays at that price zone. But the artificial intelligence trader, you will keep making money even if market stays on just three of the levels. You still make money on those three levels repeatedly as long as the market is moving in that range. So before all of us will now come out of the market, we, the artificial intelligence traders, would have earned much more than the manual trader that also traded with the same capital. So this is beautiful, and it has also made robotic trading, especially with Royal Q, fun. Trading shouldn't be stressful. Royal Q has come to take off all the trading stressfulness. You get me? So don't stress yourself. Okay, Royal Q is here. So one of the things that it uses is dollar cost averaging. Okay, dollar cost averaging is an investment strategy in which an investor systematically adds dollar amount to their portfolio on a preset schedule. So those who have been following our class, last time we talked about the preset, how to impute it. Preset is like setting a price in the future down, that in case the market price goes down to this level, please buy it for me when I'm not with my phone, when my internet is off. I'm setting a preset price down. So if the price is $1 and the price drops to 80 cents, Royal Q will go and buy that asset for you because you have preset it. You get me? In the manual traders, they call it buy limit. So they'll set a buy limit. When market gets to that place, then market will pick for them. Then they will go and set their own profit. But here, once you set it, artificial intelligence will do the rest of the calculation. It will set the next take profit for each and every margin call level. So dollar cost average is one of the strategy that is inside the Royal Q default setting. And with this default setting, it lowers down the average price, getting it closer to the market price. This is the main goal of trading. If your average price is far away from the market price, very far away from the market price, and your take profit too is also far away from the market price, then you have to open up margin calls. Or as a manual trader, you would wait for a very long time without making profit on that asset you are trading, unless you buy another buy limit if the market went more down. You get me? But we in the artificial intelligence, when the market is going down, using the Royal Q default dollar cost averaging technique, it buys 2 times of the previous. So if it bought $10 for the first limit, is going to buy 2 times. That's how the Royal Q dollar cost averaging default setting is like. I'm going to go right in there, even though I've explained it. Okay, so we buy what? 2 times of the previous. That's how dollar cost averaging. What are some of the benefits of dollar cost averaging? It reduces the impact of market volatility. So you just buy and then there's a drop, let's say 10% drop, it will buy 2 times of the previous, and it would what? Reduce the market volatility on the on your capital. Like, it will not scoop all your capital all at once, and it also will bring the average price, the overall average price, closer to the current market price, and within some few hours or days, your asset will sell off completely if it's on one shot. If you don't know one shot mood, check our previous video. We talked about one shot cycle, and so the topic is understanding the strategy details dashboard. We talked about it. All right. And then it takes emotions out of investing. You know, when you are using robot to trade, you set everything up once and for all. You just set it. Now we have batch setting. We had it long ago. You just batch set it on the particular strategy settings, and then the assets that you want to focus on pertaining to your capital strength. Okay. Once you batch set it, all you got to do is to go look for the coin, tap on it, and then you click on activate, because you've already batch set the settings into the selected coins, which we have taught also in our presentation on the lecture hall. So everything is recorded, is on our YouTube channel. Okay. And encourages discipline. So once you set it, this is your $100 capital. You've opened 10 margin calls. We have $100 settings, capital settings. We have 10 margin calls. We have 15 margin calls. All of them are available on our lecture hall, on our YouTube channel, and some of the strategy settings too are on our Royal Q Ghana team pages. Yes. And lastly, potential for higher returns. Yes, this is one of the powerful thing. It when you do dollar cost averaging, and it accumulates more. And then there's a feature in Royal Q. I'll go there shortly and explain that to you. So dollar cost averaging is very good, and it's capital intensive. You can't do dollar cost averaging when you have only $6 capital. That means $6 capital, you buy the first call, and then the second call you have to buy 2 times. So you buy $1, the next one you have to buy $2, the next one you have to buy $4. So by the time you calculate 4 plus 2 is already 6. Your $6 is finished. So that is why I said it's capital intensive, and it's not everybody that has the capital. So we have strategy settings to loosen it up a little bit for those who don't have very strong capital. Their capital is $36. This is all they have. This is all they have after activating. This is all they can afford. So such people, we don't want to let them miss the market opportunity. So we have strategy settings, crypto thinkers. We have our $36 thinker strategy settings. We've been using it for a long time. So we have posted it on our YouTube channel. If you have that capital, you can trade with it on one shot mode. You check the video and also our presentation on the assets that we list. You also check our Telegram channel. We have assets that we post there for you to trade. It's not all cryptos that you have to trade. You get me? It's not all crypto coins that you have to trade. We have cryptos and we have cryptos. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we've looked at the benefits. So as you can see this image right here, let me use my Royal Q floating window logo. So this floating window I'm using, I taught it last week. We even taught it last year, last 2 years, last 3 years. We've been teaching this. So if you've not watched our meeting presentation, you will not be able to understand it. Okay, so try and watch it so that you can gain understanding. So as you can see what I'm talking about with the dollar cost averaging, you can see how the plant, this one was small, this is big, tallest. You see, so you can see that the other one probably it was maybe $1. The next one has to be $2. The next one has to be $4. The next one has to be $8. 8 times 2 is what? 16. And this is how the dollar cost averaging works. And once you have enough capital to be able to do this to your trade, believe me, you'll be out of the asset in no time. But a lot of people's capital do not meet that, and sometimes the margin call drop has to be either made bigger in drop, or um, far apart from each other, and sometimes you have to wait a little longer for it to buy even the next call, for it to lower the average price. But if you are able to get the capital that can be able to create this average price, which is buying 2 times of the previous, you see that in no time your trade will sell off immediately, like in no time. Okay, sometimes it can sell off about 5 minutes after you enter the trade, sometimes 1 hour, 2 hours, 24 hours. If the market doesn't move from one price to the other, which is ranging, you might wait for maybe a day or two before it will sell off if you are using the dollar cost averaging technique. Okay, and what are some more advantages of the DCA? It eliminates the need to time the market, reducing the risk of making poor investment decisions and based on short-term price movement. So when you apply the dollar cost averaging with the Royal Q default, you see that it has the drops in a way that it has larger gap interval before it buys the next one. And then that is when we use the conservative. The drops are bigger. That's from level limit 1 to limit 2, limit 3, limit 4. You see it is not 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 0 0.5, 0 0.5. Some of them you see 3.5, 5, 8, 10, 12, 20. So conservative, the spaces are bigger before it buys. Then we have the steady, and then we have the radical. So the steady is like in between. The drops are averagely balanced, and then the radical, the drops are much closer to each other. So basically that's it. I see a lot of people missing it, but we pray that as we do a lot of teachings, they would correct what they do, and then they will learn it the right way also. Okay, so you can take a screenshot and then you read through the advantages of the dollar cost averaging. It encourages regular and disciplined investing, promoting a long-term perspective and minimizing impulsive reactions to markets. And lower average cost. As I said, the main goal of trading is to lower the average price, to bring it closer to the market price. We are bringing it closer to the market price, and the only way to do that is to buy margin calls on doubling the previous, like that, and you're going to enjoy profitable trading. Right, so let's now dive into our Royal Q app. So welcome to the future. As you know, we are going to look at the 3 strategy modes in Royal Q. The 3 strategy modes in Royal Q. These modes makes all the manual trading that we've been going through. Oh, Jesus, all the manual trading that we've been going through. These strategy modes come and do all the work for us. Royal Q has put this into the app. So this is the $120 you used to activate. Royal Q takes only $40, and then the rest it shares it to the whole community for the people who decide to build the Royal Q business by sharing this wonderful artificial intelligence to their loved ones, to their friends, and even to their enemies, so that their enemies too can prosper. And some of the enemies turn into friends again because they are seeing Royal Q and they are happy. You get me? So I'm going to take us through what the whole warehouse mood is, just a brief tutorial on how to set the whole warehouse mood on your Royal Q. So the whole warehouse mood is one out of the 3 strategy mood. That's the trading strategy mood for the Royal Q. This is what makes Royal Q. The strategy mood. The strategy moods that are inside the Royal Q app. This is what makes it. Like this is what changes everything, I tell you. So the whole warehouse mood simply is buying your assets in whole. So as the price, the where says whole warehouse. So warehouse is you buy, you stock it, you are stocking it into the warehouse. When the price goes down, you keep buying, 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 buying. So that's what it's going to do. If you open, let's say, 20 margin calls and you switch it to the whole warehouse mode, you have to what, apply the dollar cost averaging drop down, number of times, okay, for it to work very well with the whole warehouse mode. So here you will not get profit when you switch to the whole warehouse. You not get profit on the margin calls when it buys maybe margin call 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to the 20th margin call. It's not going to sell until it gets above the overall average price, which RoyalQ will display on your strategy details dashboard. You get me? Good. Yes. So that is basically the whole warehouse. So when you switch it, meaning it's going to buy, 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 and as it's buying, it will be lowering down the average price, bringing it closer to the market price, getting it closer to your take profit that you are set, and within some few moments, your asset will sell off completely if it's on one short mood. But if it's on cycle, then it will go back and retrade after it has totally sell off when you put it on cycle. It's not difficult. So you just watch the video over and over again and make note. Always make note. It's very important. This is a business that is a Ponzi scheme killer. Is different. The Ponzi scheme that people did, they will just tell you, put money here, you are going to get so and so in 24 hours. Simple, easy. How they do it, what they do with it, even when they tell you they are into oil and gas, or they are drilling oil with the money, and they'll be giving you a particular fixed percentage. Sometimes they'll give you like maybe $50 every 24 hours. You like such things, and by the time you realize, in 3 months, some of them can stay for a year to build the trust of the investors to bring more. And once they get what they want, they will say bye bye. You see? So I don't want people to go out there to be dashing their money to scammers. Come and bring your money to the RoyalQ. Put your money in your own Binance exchange. You don't give your money to RoyalQ. RoyalQ doesn't take your profit. RoyalQ doesn't have your capital. The capital stays with you on your exchange. On your exchange. Lovely. So I hope you have gotten the whole warehouse mode. Yes. So if you want to use it, know why you want to use it. One of the wonderful feature too about this whole warehouse is for people that maybe want to hold a coin for a very long time. They love the coin, like me. I love BNB. I love Litecoin. I love, my coins. Those who have been following me, I have about I'll say 100 coins. Yes, that are my top 100 coins in crypto. Yes, I stay with them. I research about them, and very powerful. From time to time, I drop some on our lecture hall for us to be trading and also research. Okay, when we drop a coin, you can also research on it by yourself. We've taught you how to research using the coinmarketcap.com and other crypto research centers that you can also check online, or you can even Google. You just type on Google AI or Meta AI. See, things are very easy to get. Information is so easy. The question you ask, you just type it in the AI and you see it answering you right there. Internet has really evolved. God, we thank the universe for blessing us with such. We would make good use of the good part and we take the bad part off. So the whole warehouse mood, let's come back to the whole warehouse mood again. When you put it on the whole warehouse mood, and maybe you've accumulated Litecoin, I'm accumulating Litecoin of about 100 units. I want to have 100 units of Litecoin. So what I do is, you want to put it on whole warehouse mood, so that when it buys it and it goes down, it keeps buying and buying and buying and accumulating the Litecoin for you on a lower and cheaper price. Now you know that when the asset is going down in price, you benefit. That's discount. Everybody loves to go out there to go and buy things on discount, so that you get twice or four times the initial price. You get, so it's the same idea here that is on the Royal Q. Now when you buy it on the whole warehouse, you have a lot of quantity of Litecoins. You have a lot of quantities of Litecoin. And when your TP is set to, let's say, 30%, after it has bought all your margin calls, you now set your TP at the highest. I think the Royal Q TP is 30%. First, we could set 100%, and that at the whole position take profit ratio percentage. First, we used to set more than 30, but Royal Q did some adjustment and then made us put it at 30% for that section. But for the sub-bin section, you can put more than 30% there. Yes. So when you put it on the whole warehouse, meaning it has bought all your 20 margin calls, this is the beautiful aspect of it. You don't want to sell all your Litecoin all at once during the bull market. So what you do is you put on the pause. You pause it after it has bought everything, and then when it starts rising up in price, you see it in positive green, showing green. It's showing green, positive. That's realized profit. You see it, probably you've made about $500 profit, and because it's on pause, if it pumps to, let's say, 300% or 500% during the bull market, and you don't want to sell everything, you don't want to sell all your Litecoin tokens that you have absorbed in the deep, Royal Q says that with the whole warehouse mode, you can sell 25% of that Litecoin that has pumped, and the profit will come straight into your Binance. You can also sell 50% of your 100 Litecoin that you have absorbed using the Royal Q whole warehouse mode. During the bull market, when it pumps, you can just take 50%, and then you can wait for the and see if it will rise further upwards. You get me? Good. And then you can sell 75%. If you see that now you have made good money, this is your target, you can sell 75% of your Litecoin tokens, and then you can leave the rest of the 25%, hodl it till you are okay and you want to probably eventually sell it off. Then you can now sell it off. But if you want to still hodl it till the price of Litecoin moves from $100 and Litecoin probably hit $1,000, some people, they want it to hit $1,000 before they switch back their whole warehouse. Then they'll unpause the trade, and then they'll take 25%. So you set it 25%. You want to take 25%. You take 25% of the Litecoin profit when it has come into huge profit. So this feature here is wonderful. It's very powerful, and I love it also. So you use it accordingly to your profit taste, your profit preference. Okay, right. So I'll show you how to set up the whole warehouse mode. So let me go to the second strategy mode, which is how to set up the sub-bin. Okay, sub-bin. The sub-bin mode is the second strategy mode feature that we have on Royal Q. And what does this feature do? What is its purpose if I decide to choose it to trade my Litecoin? I've opened my 20 margin calls. I'll go to my board very soon, and I'll open the Royal Q app and demonstrate it. Okay, I've opened my 20 margin calls down. I've picked my Litecoin, and I've clicked on activate. After putting it on sub-bin mode real-time settlement, what will be the implication on my trade? Now this sub-bin mode feature, what it does is, once it buys your fifth position, from your 5th position all the way to your 20th margin call limit, is going to sell each and every one that gets into profit. Let's say the 5th one got into profit and it sells, is going to use that profit. If it made about $10 on that 5th call, is going to use it to add to the overall average price and lower it down to the market price. When it buys the 6th call, the 7th call, the 8th call, the 9th call, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, all the way to the 20th call, any sell activity that will go on in each and every sub position level is going to keep adding the profit onto the overall capital that is already in the trade, and thereby making your overall average price come closer to your current market price, and it also come closer to your take profit trigger price. That's the whole position take profit ratio, and in no time you'll be out of the market. And this strategy is very good. It helps you not to stay on the market for a very long time. It also reduces floating loss. You have minimal floating loss because you apply the dollar cost averaging technique. Remember, you need to buy 2 times of the first buy in. So if your first buy is $10, your first call limit should be 20. The next one should be 40. The next one should be 80. So you add all that. That is the money you should have in your Binance exchange. So if you are trading one coin and you calculate all the way to the 20th margin call and you have to buy 2 times of the previous, you know the capital intensiveness that you would need to be able to do that. And since a lot of people don't have that capital, they have to start with the minimum one, which is either the 11111, which sometimes can also lead to floating for some time till the asset comes out in profit, or you use the Fibonacci, which is the 1 2 3 5 8 13 21 times. That's the Fibonacci count number of times. You can also use that. It's also a nice dollar cost averaging technique. So when it buys and it sells, it does not reflect the profit on your revenue details dashboard. By now, everybody, a new person, old person, knows where the revenue details dashboard, because we have a detailed video on Royal Q orientation dashboard where we show you where the revenue details dashboard is and how it's interpreted. We've interpreted it for you to understand. So you might want to look up to our YouTube channel and fetch the video Royal Q orientation. Okay, it's all available for you there, right? So I hope you've gotten the Sabine. It's a very powerful feature, and this feature, those people who always love to be seeing revenue, like they want to every day, they want to be seeing that today I've made $1, tomorrow I've made $2. When you use the Sabine and you're that type of personality, that when you don't even make profit like 2 days, you start, everybody will hear of you on the page, because sometimes you don't understand why you went to even use that feature. So that's why I'm explaining it. So if you use this feature, don't be expecting that when it buys the 20th margin call and it sells, you will see the profit. You've made $5. You come and be like, I can't see my $5 that I've just made on this Sabine. Royal Q even has displayed it there, that profit will reflect on your Binance only when it has done what? It has sold off the entire position on the Sabine mode feature. Okay, so you will not see a display of the profit you just made on the 20th margin, the 19, the 18, the 17 when you put it on Sabine. Okay, so note that, put it in your book okay, and rewatch the video. Don't watch video once, always watch presentation video twice. You get better understanding. Even when you come to the class, rewatch it and you see there's a difference. You get better understanding. When you are called to teach somebody, you'll be able to teach the person. You get that? Good. All right, now let's go to the third one. Let's go to the third one. The third one is Robinhood real-time settlement. This is the third strategy mode for the trading aspect of RoyalQ. And this also is a powerful feature when you apply the dollar cost averaging number of times, the buy-in ratio number of times, either the Fibonacci number of times count, or the 1 or the double up 2 all the way, or the dollar cost averaging itself, where you buy times 2 of the previous, and then it goes on and on. You want to use the RoyalQ default, it's already calculated there. You see it on the RoyalQ app already using the martingale strategy. Okay, so Robinhood real-time settlement, what is this feature, and if I apply it to my trade, what do I get? So this feature makes you have your profit immediately when any of your sub positions sell off. That's all. So your sub position, remember we've taught it, it starts from the fifth call. The first to the fourth call is seen as one order, but the fifth call, the sixth call, all the way to the 600 margin call or 999 margin call, RoyalQ sees them as individual margin calls. You get me? On this Robinhood real-time settlement, when you use the Robinhood features, okay, whether the Robinhood or the Robinhood real-time. So we are on the real-time now. This real-time, even the word itself can give you a clue that it settles you real time right now. Give me my earnings right now. When it sells off and I make $5, give it to me on my Binance. Don't use it to lower down the average price like the Robinhood. This is real time Robinhood. So there are two different types. So this is the third one. So when you are using them, know what you want, know your trading preference, know your taste buds of profit and your personality type. You get me? And then if you don't have capital, there are other ways in the RoyalQ you can build capital. Share the business. RoyalQ is a service based. It renders service by trading for us with our capital with us in our Binance exchange. So it's a powerful financial tool, trading tool, crypto trading tool. It doesn't trade with the forex market. It only trades on the crypto market, and it specifically trades with the spot market and the futures market. So we trade both market, crypto thinkers, we trade both markets. We trade the futures market and the spot market. So yeah, so the Robinhood, when it buys a fifth call and it sells, it will give you the profit immediately, and you will see it reflected in your revenue details dashboard. And here also, when you apply the dollar cost averaging, you buy 2 times of the previous ratio. Is going to help to lower down the floating and bring you out of the market faster. So it's all about capital. That's the truth. You get me? You have $100 capital. How many levels of margin can you go if you want to buy 2? Let's calculate. If you want to buy 2, how many levels can you go? So I'll go to the whiteboard. So that's Robinhood real-time settlement. So let's go to the whiteboard. Okay, so as you see, this is dollar cost averaging. Okay, your first buy is $6, and then your capital is $100. And it says that if you want to have low floating or no floating, less time to float on a coin, then it will sell off after you have entered at the strong support zone. Aside doing your technical analysis, entering a strong support zone, sometimes the market can go through some kind of news impact. And I told you, crypto goes more with news information. like trending news around the crypto space, it can just change the crypto market structure just like that. You get me? So you have $100 and your first buy is $6. So already you subtract 6 by 100, it will be left with how much? 94. Now the strategy says that for you to be able to get out of the coin faster and have less floating, you should buy 2 times of the previous. Buy 2 times of the previous. So the first margin call limit, we call it margin call limit. So you, when you open the configuration section, which we have done videos on that, you see margin call limit 2, 4 times. This one is 8 times. Now if you calculate all this, you add all this and you add it to the $6, you will see that your $100 would have been exhausted by the time it might have gotten to here, because 16, 6 times 16, 610 is 60. So that's $60 if 10 times is here. And here, by the time you add this, 6 times 8, here 6 times 4, 24, here 6 times 2, 12. So by the time you add it to the first buy, it would be more than your $100 capital. So this will now make us have to set a strategy to be able to make the $100 fit in a way that we have to spread the margin call limits longer and wider, so that we can make it $6, $6, $6 all the way down, so that when the market is dipping maybe 10% or 5% or 2%, depending on the assets. I always tell us that every crypto asset behaves differently. You can trade crypto assets on the same strategy. You can trade crypto assets on the same strategy on the same strategy settings, but different coins. Maybe you are trading BNB and you are trading Litecoin on the other accounts, and you are using the same strategy. You would attest that one of the coin will pick maybe 2 or 3 margin calls before it sells off, and the other coin might probably pick only 1 margin call, and then it will just sell off. But the strategy is the same, but the coins are different. I'll keep telling you, the coins are different. So you can be trading the same strategy. My friend is trading the same strategy I'm trading. He's trading with the $36 Tinkerbell. We have the $70 Tinkerbell strategy. So both of you are trading with it, $70. But one of you is trading BNB, the other one is trading LTC. All of you have different results. That's just the truth, and you have to just understand that the coins are not the same. You get me? Beautiful. Yeah. So let's conclude by going into a royal queue. So I hope you've understood the dollar cost averaging now. Dollar cost averaging is powerful. When you get plenty money and you apply it to your trade settings, you are going to enjoy bigger, better profit. You get me? Somebody trading with $6 margin call, that's how your capital, we can break your capital down. Your capital is $36. Some of your capital is $30, and we don't want you to miss out on the trading opportunity in the market. So we will create a strategy that will meet your capital strength, so that at least you can be earning some 20 cents, 40 cents, 40 cents, 40 cents. You think it's small money. The robot goes in 40 cents times 200 times in 24 hours in the bull market. Calculate it. You see the money you make. Every dollar counts. You get me? 30 cents times 300 times in 24 hours. You are not the one going to the market to go and collect that money. The robot is the one going. That is why you subscribe to it. That's why you subscribe to the robot, to be able to enjoy such profit. and also gives you more time because it's going to do all the buying and the selling for you. It's like you are owning a big shop, and then you have a sales personnel there that will be able to be buying and selling, doing all the buying and selling. Customers will come, they'll buy and sell, and you will be in your office. Probably you are lying down and waiting for the close of the day, and you come and take your profit you have made for the day. You probably give the sales personnel the 20% share for doing the buying and the selling at the supermarket, and then the 80% share is yours. It's the same thing here. You get me? So dollar cost averaging is capital intensive. You go with it, you're going to get out of trade faster, and you also would what? Get better and bigger profits. That is just the truth. You get me? Yes. So always remember, dollar cost averaging is just like the shape of a triangle. You see, you start small, you buy one. You see, this place will be bigger, you buy two. This place you buy four. This place you buy 8. This place you buy 16. So by the time it gets to this margin call limit, the average price would have come closer to the what? Current market price. And within a short time, oh my goodness, you'll be out of the market. And you go and look for another trading opportunity. Isn't that wonderful? The buying and the selling will be done by the Royal Q. That is why you rented it for a whole year, $120. But the Royal Q, you are just taking $40, and it's still cheap because I've come across robot 4 years ago. The robot cost close to $5,000, and the minimum capital is so fixed. You have to put $2,500 in it before you can trade with that robot. It doesn't trade with $36 capital. It doesn't know that kind of USDT. The minimum capital you can trade with such a robot that is bought for $5,000. Your minimum capital should be $2,500. And how many of you have that kind of money with you that you can go and purchase the robots with $5,000? Then you come and then get $2,000 capital. Why not bring the money to the Royal Q, activate with 120, put your fuel of $20, push that $5,000 you are going to use to buy the robot, push it to your Binance, and then you set strategies accordingly. You get me? And you make money. You make a decent amount of money. Okay? Yeah. So don't be going about, because you want to make quick money. Don't be going about throwing your money to Ponzi schemes. We are in February, and they'll be coming. I've always been telling you, they'll come. They'll make the thing very nice. They are renting this. They are buying this. Collect this. Use it, and we'll pay you this. Withdrawal. 72 hours time before you can withdraw your own money. Blockchain technology, which can withdrawal takes 72 hours before the money will come and hit your blockchain wallet. Yeah. That is me a no-go area. I'm not going to that platform to go and deposit such money there. And once the platform collapses, it's having all the money. The Ponzi scheme platform is having all your capital. Everything, your profit, your capital is all with the Ponzi scheme platform. And they'll be promising you that every 24 hours, they'll give you this amount of earnings for the next 1 year. And you also calculate, that's good. That means the next 1 year, I'll be a multi-billionaire. And within 3 months, 3 weeks, the platform just says, system maintenance. System maintenance, a red flag is coming. And by the time you wake up, platform shuts down. Don't go give your money to people. You have solution here. Royal Q is here for you. It has all trading strategy type. If you have $100,000, Royal Q is here for you. It will trade for you on your $100,000. A minimum you can make on that $100,000. You can make. I won't even mention the dollars, but at least you can make 5 to 10% of your $100 averagely per day. That's if the market is ranging, nothing is happening so much in the market. But when it's in the bull run, $100,000 capital, I'll not even tell you, you witness it yourself. You get me? So take your Royal Q business serious. Take advantage when the market goes down in price, especially on the asset that have strong utility case, and make good use of it. Right? Good. All right. So let's just set a trade, and then so let's pick okay, let me tap on my floating window. Oh good. So as you can see, last week I talked about this floating window. What I'm pushing, okay, is the Royal Q floating window where we have the listed coins. So if you have about 5 coins, you can just add them to your floating window, and wherever you are, whether on Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, anywhere, you can just tap on it like that, and it will open the price. So I wanted to add more. So let's just tap on BNX, so it will open. So when you open, you see that it has brought me right here to this place, and you can see BNX all-time high. You see all-time high over here is 230. It came all the way to 13 cents a couple of weeks ago, and because it's a gaming coin, it's used for gamification. So you know, the AI world, gaming is part of artificial intelligence, so it's under gaming. So you can read on it on Binance or CoinMarketCap, right? Yes. So let me put it on the 30 minutes because I take my trades. All right, we scalp on the 30 minutes. Wow, that's a nice one. It has started several times, and there's probability it might want to go down more. So that's why we have the margin calls, so it can buy some extra here if it wants to dip further down back to maybe 50% Fibonacci retracement, and then it might go up again. It might also decide to go up if there's a good news around it. Yeah, so let's click on create martingale, create, right? Okay, so let's wait for it. Oh, it just loaded. Okay, I wanted to use, okay, so we tap on trade setting. Let's see if manually create, and then we choose a strategy setting. Okay, let's see if we have, this is the tutorial accounts. Let's see if we have, I'm looking for the $36 capital. Oh good, it's over here. So $36 capital, let's just tap on it. And then we tap on, I want to use the third strategy mode. See, strategy mode, tap on sub-B mode, real-time settlement, and the $36 capital is very small, so the profit will be small. Okay, your capital is big, we set higher capital range for you. Okay, then we click on save, sure, yeah, and then we're gonna click on activate. After we are seeing that it's on sub-B mode real time, you see that it's showing here, sub-B mode real time is showing here, so you know what it means now. Then you click on activate. So let's click on activate. Nice. So we wait for it to pick. It's gonna pick. All right, so you can see it has picked on the 30 minutes time frame. That's what we use Crypto Tinkers for scalping. Right, other teams, they use 15 minutes, other teams they use 5 minutes, but I and my team, we use 30 minutes for our scalping. Right, so you can see immediately it has given us the average price I was talking about and the current market price. This dashboard, I've explained it, so you check on our YouTube channel. The title of it is Strategy Details Dashboard Explain. See that, Strategy Details Dashboard Explain. And then we are on the Sabine real time. All right, and it's running now. So if we want to change it to the whole warehouse mode, you tap here, you tap on I understand. You can read what they have over here. It says what? After the fourth margin call, which is the number 1 to number 4, I told you is